Our lead story today. It is the heavyweight fight of the century. In the center, at 16 years old and carrying our hopes for the future, it is the Constitution. And in the far right of the center corner, it is the challenger, Jacob Msholozi Zuma. Stay tuned. It's going to be a knockout. Malo sanibonani dakse, how's it? I'm Tim Mudise. This is ZANEWS. Let's get it on. And a warm welcome to my guest today, President Jacob Zuma.
Hello, Tim. Hello, boys and girls. It's good to be here to discuss important things about stuff relating to things that are vital to the future of issues and matters.
Welcome to South Africa's favorite game show. Yes, it's time for another episode of Race to the Bottom, brought to you by Active Virgin. Contestant number one, here's your question. After 400 years of racist social engineering, how surprising is it that there are still racists in South Africa today? A, not very surprising. B, not at all surprising. Or C, absolutely not surprising. What's it going to be? C, absolutely not surprising? Yes! Unbelievable. You win this collection of Steve Hofmeyer's CDs. Stay tuned for more after this short break.
Zambia won its first ever Africa Cup of Nations title this week. President Mugabe, you said you wanted to comment on the win?
Yes, team. I want to congratulate the team for a wonderful effort.
That's very gracious of you, congratulating a rival team.
Rival? What are you talking about? Zimbabwe won.
No, it was Zambia.
They told me Zimbabwe had won. Get me the sports minister.
So you don't want to congratulate the Zambian team?
Good Lord, no. Ah, there you are. You British homosexual of a sports minister. They told me these were real bullets. Nobody tells me anything anymore. It's almost like I'm no longer running my Zimbabwe.
Out of the mouths of babes and despots.
Welcome back to Race to the Bottom. Contestant number two, are you ready to play Media Madness? Great! Okay, you're the editor of a major news website owned by the largest media company in the country, whose name starts with NAS and ends with PES. When it comes to reporting on racism, do you A, report individual incidents of racism with a sympathetic slant in order to look more liberal than you are? B, do you fail to report on entrenched racism in society in order to keep white economic interests untouched as they have remained since 1652? Or C, all of the above?
C.
Yes! Brilliant! And you win the signed copy of 101 Ways to Get Your Money Offshore, but claim you're 100% committed to South Africa.
Just days after vowing to uphold the Constitution, President Jacob Zuma says that he wants to review the power of the Constitutional Court. Mr. President, should we be worried that you are trying to undermine the very Constitution you should be upholding?
Tim, don't worry. Everything is fine.
What are you doing?
I saw it in the Star Wars. You wave your hand like this and people believe everything you say. Don't worry. I am not trying to fiddle with the Constitution.
But you say Constitutional Court judges are not special people and should be overseen by government.
Yes, Tim. They are fallible human beings.
who you appointed because they were less fallible than most.
Fallible? I must look this word up when I get home.
You also said you want government to be able to review judgments as some seem more logical than others. With all due respect, sir, surely judges are more qualified to judge than you are.
Tim, why do you have to bring up my qualification? You know perfectly well I was educated informally on Robben Island.
But why have judges at all?
My point exactly. You see, Tim, as I have said before, judges are not God.
No, but in theory, they are the most omniscient mortals we have at our disposal.
Okay, I don't know what you just said, but let me add that if anyone is God, it is us, the government.
You are God?
Tim, just look at the similarities. Millions of people pray that will make their lives better, but we never respond. We giveth to our cadres and we taketh away from taxpayers. Yes, Tim, like God and the Jedi Luke Skywalker, we work in mysterious ways. Oh, and if you don't vote for us, you are going to the dark side.
Mr. President, does this sudden interest in constitutional court verdicts have anything to do with your own legal issues?
You are going to fall into a deep sleep and forget all about my legal issues. When you wake up, you will feel refreshed.
Mr. President, that doesn't work.
I was never here.
Mr. President, you are on live television. We can see you.
Oh, is that how it works? Jabulane, start the car. I am out of here in 30 seconds. Sleep, Tim Modise, sleep.
Okay, contestants, fingers on the buzzers. What's more wrong? The incidents of racism that happen every few weeks, the incidents of women hating that happen every few hours in every South African home, or both?
Racism.
Correct, because racism contravenes human rights, but everyone in South Africa knows women aren't human, so you can do whatever the fuck you want. I'm sorry, excuse me. Are you not trying to downplay the active virgin racism thing? No. I'm just saying you're a hypocritical retard if you're offended by racism, but allow misogyny to go unchallenged. -10 for you. And that's our show.
And finally, the Blue Bulls are set to play their away games in a new purple and pink strip. Victor Medfield and Baggies Buota, you are both Blue Bulls legends. What do you think about this new strip?
Pink is for morphies and commies. They want to turn us into morphy commie chommies.
Baggies, it's not just for the away games. At home, they still wear blue.
A lot of macho bull supporters are saying pink is a color for girls. Isn't this an outdated stereotype that we need to leave behind?
What's that done?
Stereotype?
What does my type of stereo have to do with a pink jersey?
No, Bakis. A stereotype is a generalization. That's not necessarily true. For example, it's a stereotype to say that Blue Bulls fans are meat-headed, conservative rednecks who still think pink is for girls and blue is for boys.
Yes, meat. No, wait, what?
Could you repeat the question, Tim?
Why are we doing this?
Because here
We can. From me, team, and the team is Hamburger. Goodbye and Futsek.
South Africa, you will forget about the rape charge and the arms deal thing. Oh yeah, and that shower head thing. It's getting old.